Someone asked me why I'm not making so many videos at the moment, so I thought I'll just tell you, right? The reason is, I'm tired. I've made nearly 1,000 videos. 1,000 videos, and I've done that in 9 months. That's a lot of work to do. Bearing in mind, each one of those videos takes hours. Hours and hours and hours of reading, studying, writing, rewriting, and then looking up online, talking to people. Because I want to make sure every single word that I give to you is 100% true and accurate of the words of Allah and what Muslims believe today. That's why I say that as my intro, and it is. Everything I've said is 100% truth. Not only that, I've also done biblical videos. I've done Bible study, I've done opinion pieces. You know, I just want to rest from it. But then, no rest for the righteous, no rest for the wicked. You just can't ever get any peace. So I am trying to make videos now. I'm doing a series on Catholicism. I'm starting to do gospel stuff now, thank God. It'll be much more interesting. But I'm in Adam's stream just now, and he has a guest on. I think his name was Billy or something like that. Now, keep in mind, the first thing that this Billy chap said is, Jesus has already been and is now dead and is not coming back. He doesn't believe that guy's coming back until the end of the rapture, which for Muslims means after the day of resurrection, when all the infidels are dead and Muslims win, and Allah resurrects everyone and then kills all the infidels the second time, and then lets all his Muslims through the door of honor into the paradise where the secret hidden mosque is and the virgins and everything else. That guy Billy is not called Billy. He's a fucking Muslim. It's really obvious just from that one sentence. Only Muslims believe that Jesus has already come and gone and is dead and cannot come back. Isa ibn Allah, son of Allah, that's the guy he's talking about, who was alive in Mecca, died, is in the ground. He's dead. Well, he's not in the ground, he got raised to heaven, but the fact is he's dead. He's not coming back because he can't. He's a regular human, a prophet of Islam. Allah caused his death, took him up to heaven, he is dead. He's not coming back until the day of resurrection is over, when everybody comes back, but then all the infidels get killed. That means Christianity isn't real. If you believe in Isa and the day of resurrection, like Billy, which is the first thing he said, like roll back the video, that is the first thing that he said. Said it to you, Adam. And you were like, oh cool, yeah, Billy, yeah, great, wow, I know you, Billy, I've seen you a few times. Familiarity, because I've seen you a few times, so he knows how to push your buttons, Adam. But that guy is no Christian. You know how I know? He said, Christ is dead. He's already been and gone, and he ain't coming back. He doesn't believe Christ lives. He doesn't believe Christ is the Son of God, the Messiah, the Holy One, the Anointed One, the divinity that is going to save us through dying on the cross and rising. He doesn't believe any of that stuff. He believes Jesus was alive, like a regular guy like you or I, and is now dead and can't come back until God brings him back, as in Allah brings him back after the day of resurrection. That's what he thinks you're talking about when you say rapture. He's talking about the Muslim rapture. He's talking about the Muslim Jesus. He's talking about Muslim quotes from the Hadith that mention the Bible. He hasn't read the Bible. None of the stuff he said is in the Bible. Those parables are in the Bible, but not the way he said them. He's tricking you. He is deceiving you. He is working for Allah. So why are you giving this guy any time? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, as you can see, I've done quite a lot of work, and I feel like I deserve a holiday from it. So that's the reason why I am making more videos, but they're just not out yet. It's taken me more time. I'm doing a completely new series, new music, new graphics, improved studio, new computer. I'm working out the kinks, Windows 11, new drivers, NVIDIA software, which sucks. Anyone who tells you that AMD software is not as good as NVIDIA software is a liar. Like, I had so fewer problems with my AMD graphics card than I have now got with this RTX card. And don't get me wrong, 4070 Ti Super, it's very powerful. It is very powerful when you're playing games, but when you're using it for production, it's very bare bones. I really almost wish I could turn back the clock and just get a 7900 XTX, because the software, even though the power in the games would be less, the software for producing actual work is superior on AMD. It just is. Note to self. anyone who is thinking about upgrading their computer for productivity, please listen to me. Unless you absolutely require RTX for some weird reason, I can't see why you would. If your priority is work, AMD software is far better. It is far, far superior. You get screen recording, you get artifacts removal, sharpening, contrast, gamma, white balance sliders, which you do not get with NVIDIA. And these are hardware functions. So it doesn't take up your computer processing power to use those things. You can keyboard blap on the keys and it activates them. 0% of your CPU is being used while that's happening. So you can plug in a separate hard drive. You can have your graphics card writing to the hard drive, and 0% of your computer is being dominated by that task. The only thing that's happening is your address bus is a little bit of it's being used to write to the hard drive. That's it. Won't affect your game. Won't slow down your game if you're recording your screen for gaming. Whereas on NVIDIA, screen recording is a nightmare. It's not a hardware function. It's not even provided as a software function. You have to pay separately to get that function, and then you have to set a software open to do it, which is buggy, doesn't work properly, dominates one of your cores, so it slows down your game, and it takes up memory. If you're a producer, get AMD. It's just better. Just is. Although it's not as good in games. So anyway, this video has gone on for far too long already. The point of it is this. More videos are coming. Not about the Quran. I think we've done enough of the Quran. I know people really enjoyed those videos, and I'm glad you did. I enjoyed most of the time making them. But we know from what we've read already, the Quran isn't going to start changing its story now, is it? It's already, the Quran has told us everything it needs to tell us already. Allah is now naked in front of our eyes. We know Allah is not God. Allah is Satan. The Quran is not the truth. The Quran is not a divine revelation. The Quran is ripped off from previous divine books, you know, the Gospels and the Old Testament, and apocryphal books such as Enoch are mentioned in there. It has nothing novel in there apart from made up lies by Muhammad in order to blind the eyes of Muslims and trick you and I out of our birthright, which is the salvation of God. It's not good. So Islam is fake, the Quran is fake, Muhammad is fake, Allah is Satan, although he's not fake. Allah is a real being, but he's not God, he is Satan. That's what we know from reading the Quran only. That's without even doing any other work. That's just what we know from logically reading the Quran in both English and in Arabic, the one that you don't know about because they don't want you to see it. So that's the reason why I won't be making any more Quran videos. Now it's going to be Holy Scriptures only, Gospels, Old Testament, and we're going to be going through some doctrines of Catholicism. You know, the rights and wrongs of those will be last. It's just going to be factual stuff, slideshows with narration music, and opinion pieces with me talking like I am now. That's going to be 100% of it until a long time has passed, because I don't see why the Quran is relevant anymore. But I see absolutely the relevance of Old Testament, New Testament, Gospel, Psalms, Song of Solomon, Proverbs, things like this. Table talk of Martin Luther. Now, anyone who knows, Martin Luther is the guy who created the Protestant movement, rebelled against the Pope personally with one friend. So 2 guys created the whole Protestant movement, resisted the advances of Rome. This is the kind of thing I'm going to be doing videos about, and not. This is so much better than the Quran. The Quran sucks. I'm bored of the Quran now. Like I say, there's nothing more to learn from it. What have they got left in the Quran? Al-Yusuf, Al-Miriam, you know, guys who are mentioned in the Bible with their proper names, not the Arabized "we hate Jews" names that they made up. And it's just more repeats of jihad, 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 hate the infidel. Oh, we're a religion of peace. And your only reward when you get to heaven after having martyred yourself, O Muslims, virgins! That's literally it. That's all you get from Allah. Allah's mercy equal virgins. It's such a load of nonsense. So anyway, no more Quran. Lots more videos about this, Gospel, Old Testament, apocryphal stuff occasionally, but with a view to going back to the Gospels. And the point is, we need to know these things. Time is moving on, and it ain't gonna last forever. So that's why Adam's doing the rapture videos. It's not because he wants to talk to this idiot fake Muslim guy and be tricked by him. That's just a sideshow. Notice that dominated the whole first 20 minutes of the show. We didn't speak about the rapture at all. We just listened to one guy blah, 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 talk rubbish about Isa and then leave. What a waste of time that was. Now, hopefully when I go back to Adam's stream, because Adam's my favourite channel. When I go back there, I want to see Adam having conversations with other Christians, getting down to the nitty gritty of rapture. That's what we need to be studying, that's what we need to know. In addition to the Gospels, Old Testament, Psalms, Proverbs, everything else, that's what we're going to do. So, hold on, more videos are coming. Give me some patience, guys. You can hear me, I'm stressed, I'm tired, I need some time off. But I haven't forgotten about you. I love you. Hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. And I don't know whether anyone's noticed, but if time isn't endless for us, and we know that it is not, then it is in Satan's interest to waste it as much as he can. That is the explanation for these Muslims turning up in the chat. So ignore them, crack on with your Bible. God bless you all, and I'll see you next time.